Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Thursday, August 28, 2025. MLB, WNBA, soccer, tennis, college football, NFL linebacker rankings. Well, I should say inside/middle linebacker ranks. News and notes and best bet. We're going to start with baseball. We'll go over the results from yesterday and look ahead to today. We have some matinee today as well. Yanks over the Nationals 11-2, Braves over the Marlins 12-1, Guardians over the Rays 4-3-10 on a walk-off single by Kyle Manzardo. Mariners over the Padres 4-3, so best bet 1. Red Sox over the Orioles 3-2, Blue Jays over the Twins 9-8, Mets over the Phillies 6-0, D-backs over the Brewers 3-2, Royals over the White Sox 12-1, Pirates over the Cardinals 2-1, Rangers over the Angels 20-3, Astros over the Rockies 4-0, Dodgers over the Reds 5-1, Giants over the Cubs 12-3, and the A's over the Tigers 7-0. All right, 1 o'clock today of the Red Sox at the Orioles. Garrett Crochet and Cade Pavich. So Boston minus 205, Orioles plus 172 over under 8, overs minus 115, unders minus 105. Red Sox minus 1.5 is minus 122. O's plus 1.5 is plus 102. I'm gonna go with under 8, minus 105. 2 o'clock MLB Network, D-backs Brewers. Nabil Crismont and Jose Quintana. Brewers minus 158, D-backs plus 134, over under 9, overs minus 105, unders minus 115. D-backs plus 1.5 is minus 152, Brewers minus 1.5 is plus 126, like the under at minus 115. Rockies Astros, Kyle Freeland and Jason Alexander. Astros minus 250, Rockies plus 205, over under 8.5, minus 10 each way. Rocks plus 1.5 plus 102, Astros minus 1.5 minus 122, I like the over. 215 Pirates Cardinals. Braxton Ashcraft and Miles Mikolas. Cards minus 120, Pirates plus 102, over under 8, overs minus 118, unders minus 104. Pirates minus 1.5 plus 164, Cards plus 1.5 is minus 200. I like the over. Although I wanted to take the Pirates straight up, which is a good one, but I don't feel good about it. 345 Cubs Giants. Shota Imanaga and Logan Webb. Pick'em minus 58 over under 7. Overs minus 122. Unders even money. Cubs minus 1.5 plus 58. Giants plus 1.5 minus 92. I'm going to go with the Cubs minus 108. They need the game. 645 Braves Phillies. Kel Quantrill and Aaron Nola. Phils minus 188, Braves plus 158, over under 9.5, overs minus 114, unders minus 106. Braves plus 1.5 is minus 125, Phils minus 1.5 plus 104. It's surprising how bad Aaron Nola's been this year. I'm going to go with the over still. 7 o'clock Marlins Mets. Adam Mazer and Clay Holmes. Mets minus 250, Marlins plus 205, over under 8.5, overs minus 122, unders even money. Marlins plus 1.5 plus 105, Mets minus 1.5 minus 126. I'm going to go with the under at even money. And last but not least, 7:30 Yankees White Sox. Will Warren and Davis Martin. Yanks minus 190, White Sox plus 160, over under 9, overs minus 106, unders minus 114. Yanks minus 1.5 minus 120. White Sox plus 1.5 is even money. I'm going to go with the under only because the Yankees tend to cool off after getting hot at home. So I'm going to go with the under. I mean, White Sox money line's enticing. Parlay with the under, kind of like the Pirates with the over in the other game, but play the safe route. I'm going to go with the under. Okay, now move on to the WNBA. We will go over the results from yesterday and look ahead to today. Aces over the Dream 81-75, Sun over the Wings 101-95. All right, 3 games tonight, 7 o'clock on Prime Video. Mystics Liberty from Barclays Center. Liberty are 12-point favorites. Totals 162.5. I like the over. 8 o'clock, Storm Lynx. The Lynx are giving 9, totals 164.5. I'm going to lay the 9 with the Lynx. And then 10 o'clock, Prime Video, Sky Mercury. The Mercury 12-point favorites, totals 164. I'm going to lay the 12 with Phoenix. Okay, now move on to soccer. We'll go over results from yesterday, look ahead to today. We'll start with La Liga. From yesterday, Betis, Celta Vigo, 1-1 draw. UEFA Europa qualifying. SK Brand over AEK Larnaca 4-1. They advanced 6-1 on aggregate. Alright, going on right now. Sigma Alamu Malmo 0-0. 34th minute. Third minute just started. Hamsport and Pathanaikos. And in the final, Midtjylland over Kelspie 2-0. Midtjylland advances 6-0 on aggregate. Alright, 1:30 this afternoon, Ludogorets and KF Shikenja. Shikenja leads 2-1 on aggregate. Ludogorets is minus 330. Shikenja is 8-1. The draws plus 410. I'm going to go under 2.5 goals plus 118. Also 130, Paok and Rijeka. Paok minus 240, Rijeka 7-1, the draw plus 320. Rijeka's up 1-0 on aggregate. I'm going to go over 2.5 goals minus 108. 2 o'clock, Young Boys and Slovan Bratislava. Young Boys minus 150, Slovan plus 350, the draw is 3-1. Young Boys leads 1-0 on aggregate. I'm going to go under 2.5 goals, plus 140. Genk and Lynch, Poznan. Genk leads 5-1 on aggregate. They're minus 250. Lech is plus 550. The draw is plus 380. Going over 3.5 goals, plus 116. Dynamo Kyiv and Maccabi Tel Aviv. Dynamo plus 110, Maccabi plus 210, draw plus 260. Maccabi leads 3-1 on aggregate. And they're playing well. I'm going to go actually with the draw plus 260. FC Utrecht and Zerzinski. I don't know why it's locked right now. Somebody must have gotten injured. Like the lines wise. So just do it. ESPN has it. Utrecht minus 260, Zerzinski plus 750, draw plus 340. And then back to FanDuel for this one. Under 2.5 goals plus 114 for the pick. FCSB Aberdeen at 230. They're tied on aggregate. FCSB minus 180. Aberdeen plus 450. Draw plus 310. I'm going to go with the draw plus 310. And last but not least, 3 o'clock, Braga Red Imps. Braga minus 2,000. Red Imps 3-1. The draw is 13-1. I'm going to do under 3.5 goals at minus 106. Alright, Conference League qualifying playoff round. Result from yesterday. Riga FC over Sparta 1-0, but Sparta advances 2-1 on aggregate. So that was a hold your breath. Conference League playoff round's huge in the second leg. Right now, going on right now, Freakstead Crystal Palace, FC Noah Olympia, Wolfsberger and Amania Nicosia, RFS Hamrin, Rapid Vienna, Gyuri ETOFC, and Besiktas and Lausanne Sports. Alright, 1:30. CSU Craiova and Istanbul BB. I can't find it. Yeah, now I found it. Craiova plus 175. Backshear plus 135. Draw plus 250. I'm gonna go with Craiova plus 175. AC Alkmaar and Levski Sofia. AC Alkmaar minus 250. Sofia plus 550. Draw plus 360. Alkmaar's playing better. Under 2.5 goals plus 120. CFR Cluj and BK Hacken. Cluj plus 115. Hacken plus 200. Draw plus 260. Hacken leads 7-2 on aggregate. I think they're going to do it. They're 2-1. They're playing better than Cluj. 2 o'clock Fiorentina and Policia. Fiorentina minus 90. Policia is plus 950. Draw plus 460. I'm going to go over 3.5 goals plus 138. Brøndby Strasbourg, they're tied on aggregate. Brøndby plus 175, Strasbourg plus 155, draw plus 210. I'm going to go with Brøndby plus 175 at home. Rayo to Neiman Grodno. Rayo leads 1-0 in aggregate. Rayo minus 650. FNG is 13-1. The draw is plus 550. I'm going to go with under 2.5 goals plus 110. Differange 03 and Drita Jalan. Jalan leads 2-0 in aggregate. Differange plus 110, Drita plus 240, draw plus 220. I'm going to go with Differange at plus 110. AEK Athens and Anderlecht. Athens plus 125, Anderlecht 2-1, the draw is plus 230. I'm going to go with the draw plus 230. Benik Ostrava and NK Sledge. Ostrava's minus 110, Sledge plus 250, draw plus 280. We got the draw plus 230 or plus 280. Sledge leads 1-0 in aggregate, by the way. Arda and Rakow. Rakow minus 10, Arda plus 320, draw plus 220. I'm gonna go with Rakow minus 110, and Rakow leads 1-0 in aggregate too. 245 Linfield and Shelbourne. Linfield plus 120, Shelbourne plus 220, draw plus 220. I'm gonna go with the draw. I think that's valuable, plus 220. Dynamo City and Jolongia. Jejlania is minus 140. Dynamo plus 370. Draw plus 280. I'm going to go with under 2.5 goals at minus 102. 3 o'clock Mainz and Rosenborg. Mainz minus 360, Rosenborg plus 800, draws plus 460. Rosenborg leads 2-1 on aggregate. We'll go with the draw plus 460. AC Vitras and Breidablik. Breidablik leads 2-1 on aggregate. Breidablik's minus 340. Vitras is 8-1, the draws plus 430. Boy, is the draw enticing. I'm going to go with over 3.5 goals plus 148. Servette and Shakhtar. Shakhtar's minus 155. Servette is 4-1. The draws plus 280. I'm going to go with under 2.5 goals at plus 120. Legia Warsaw and Hibernian. Warsaw's minus 180. Hibernian's plus 470. Draw plus 310. I'm going to go under 2.5 goals at plus 128. And last but not least, Shamrock Santa Clara. Santa Clara plus 110, Shamrock plus 260, draw plus 210. I'm going to go with Shamrock at plus 260, who leads 2-1 on aggregate at home. I'm just going to double check to see if anything else in soccer needs to be covered. Because if not, then it was just Conference League and the Europa League. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Now we will move on to tennis. We'll go over the results from yesterday and today so far and look ahead to the rest of today and tomorrow. We'll start the men's second round from yesterday. 6-seed Ben Shelton over Pablo Carreno in 3 sets. 2-seed Alcaraz over Matteo Bellucci in 3 sets. J.L. Struff upsets 11-seed Holger Rune in 5. Adrian Manarino over Jordan Thompson in 4. 32-seed Luciano Darderi over Elliot Sparisi in 4. 17-seed Francis Tiafoe over Martin Dam Jr. in 4. Ugo Blanket over Jacob Manasic, your 16-seed, in 5. Arthur Renderek over Alejandro Davidovich Fokina, your 18-seed, in 5. Cam Norrie over Francisco Comensana in 4. 4-seed Taylor Fritz over Lloyd Harris in 4. Ben Bonzi over Marcus Giron in 5. Rafael Collingen upsets 12-seed Casper Rudd in 5. 21-seed Thomas Makic over Joao Fonseca in 3. 17-seed Novak Djokovic over Zachary Sevilla in 4. 20-seed Jiri Lecheka over Thomas Echeverry in 4. And Jerome Kim over 30-seed Brandon Nakashima in 5. So, Jack Draper, your 5-seed, had to withdraw over Zizou Bergs. So Draper she withdrew because of the arm injury. And one final for today, 10-seed Lorenzo Musetti over David Goffin in 3. Going on right now, Jensen Broxby and 24-seed Flavio Cabali. Leonardo Riti and 19-seed Francisco Cerundolo. 27-seed Denis Shapovalov and Valentin Royer. 9-seed Karen Kaktovov and Kamil Majarek. Coleman Wong and Adam Walton. And Tristan Boyer and 15-seed Andrei Rublev. Coming up 1:30, 1-seed Jannik Sinner and Alexei Popyrin. 2:15, Gabriel Diallo, your 31-seed, and Jaume Manar. 3:10, 23-seed Alexander Bublik and Tristan Skulkit. 3:25, Roman Safulin and 25-seed Felix Ogarasalame. 4 o'clock, 26-seed Stefano Sipias and Daniel Altmaier. 5 o'clock, Shintano Machuski and 8-seed Alex Demeanor. 7 o'clock in primetime, 3-seed Alex Zverev and Jacob Friendly. And 8 o'clock, Nuno Borges and 14-seed Tommy Paul. All right, we have some third round matches set. Times are TBD. For tomorrow, 2-seed Carlos Alcaraz and 32-seed Luciano Darderi. 17 Novak Djokovic and Cam Norrie. Ben Bonzi and Arthur Rinderek. 17-seed Francis Tiafoe and J.L. Struff. Ugo Blanket and 21-seed Thomas Meacock. 6-seed Ben Shelton and Adrian Manarino. Zizou Bergs, we don't know. That's a TBD. 4-seed Taylor Fritz and Jerome Kim. And 20-seed Hiri LaChica, and Raphael Collingen. All right, women's from yesterday. Second round, 1 seed Arina Sabalenka over Polina Kunratova in 2. Lee upset 16 seed Belinda Bencic in 2. 31 seed Leylah Fernandez over Elsa Jacquemot in 3. Marketa Vondrousova over 32 seed McCartney Kessler in 2. 17 Jasmine Paolini over Eva Vojovic in 2. 5 seed Mira Andreeva over Anastasia Potapova in 2. 19 seed Elise Mertens over Lulu Sun in 2. Priscilla Hone over 17 seed Lumia Samsonova in 2. Taylor Towson over 25 seed Jelena Ostapenko in 2. 9 seed Elena Rybakina over Teresa Valentova in 2. Barbora Krejcikova over Mayuka Uchima in 2. 4 seed Jessica Pegula over Anna Blinkova in 2. Christina Busco over Alexandra Ayla in 2. 10 seed Emma Navarro over Katie McNally in 2. Emma Raducanu over Janice Jen in 2. And Victoria Azarenka over Anastasia Pavlyuchova in 2. All right, finals so far from today from the women's second round. 2019 Anna Kalinskaya over Yulia Putintseva in 2. 18 seed Beatrice Haddad Maya over Teresa Golubic in 2. 21 seed Linda Noskova over Eva Liss in 2 in a walkover. 30 seed Katerina Alexandrova over Xinu Wang in 2. Maria Sakkari over Anna Bondner in 2. Going on right now. 2018 Magdalena French and Peyton Stearns. 2 seed Iga Swiatek and Susan Lamans. And 2017 Marta Kasiuk and Zenyep Somnas. Just getting underway. 11 seed Carolina Muchova and Serena Seresta. 1:30 Anastasia Zakharova and Laura Siegman. Haley Batherson 23 Naomi Osaka. 2 o'clock Jacqueline Christian and Ashlyn Kruger. 2:15 Renata Zazarua and Diane Parry. 2:30 15 seed Daria Kasatkina and Kamila Rakimova. 7 o'clock Donna Vechik and 3 seed Coco Gauff. And 8:30 8 seed Amanda Anisimova and Maya Joint. We have a couple matches set for tomorrow for the third round. Marketa Vondrousova and 17 Jasmine Paolini. 21 seed Linda Noskova TBD. 13 seed Ekaterina Alexandrova and TBD. Taylor Towson and 5 seed Mira Andreeva. 9 seed Elise Mertens and Christina Buska. Priscilla Horn and Ann Lee. 29 seed Anna Kalinskaya TBD. 18 seed Beatrice Haddad Maya and Maria Sakkari. 1 seed Arina Sabalenka and 31 seed Leylah Fernandez. 4 seed Jessica Pegula and Victoria Azarenka. 9 seed Elena Rybakina and Emma Raducanu. And 10 seed Emma Navarro and Barbora Krejcikova. And then they're off on Saturday, and then round of 16 on both ends begins on Sunday. All right, now I'm going to give out my picks for the college football games for this evening. I apologize in advance. I do not have lines for the FCS, FBS games, but I do have totals for them, but I have lines and totals for everything else. So we're looking forward to it. I'm going to give out the picks courtesy of FanDuel. So tonight, 5:30 on ESPN. Number 25, Boise State at South Florida. I think Boise's going to be really good this year. And I mean, like, national title contender good. The college football predictions show is going to drop eventually. So I have Boise projected as a 12-point favorite, total 60 and 9/10, and it's 5.5 and 61.5. I'm laying the 5.5 with Boise. I think they're going to make a statement. They have talent up and down that roster. South Florida is a decent ACC or AAC team, but I don't think that they can go toe-to-toe with Boise. So I'm going to lay 5.5 with Boise State. 6 o'clock on the Big Ten Network, Ohio, Rutgers. I have Ohio as a 6-point favorite, total 51 and 4/5, and it's Rutgers by 15.5, total 52.5. I think Ohio is going to be awesome in the MAC this year. I have them favored. I'm going to take them getting the points, and I'm going to take the 5-1 outright. Next up, 6 o'clock, Lafayette and Bowling Green. I don't have a total, but the number, or I don't have a line, but I have a total 48 and 17/20. And it's 21.5 and 53.5. I'm going to go with the under. 7 o'clock, ACC Network. East Carolina, NC State. I have NC State by 12, total 59 and 3/5. And it's 14.5 and 61.5. Very close numbers. I'm going to take East Carolina getting the 14 in the hook. It looks like it's going to drop the 14. So 2 touchdowns. Jacksonville State and UCF. I have UCF by 18, total 59 and 3/5. And it is 20.5 and 52.5. I'm going to take the over. Delaware State, Delaware, I have a total of 55 and 2/5, and it is 30.5, 55.5. Right on the money. Delaware does have a lot of talent for a team that is new to Conference USA, new to the FBS. I think they want to come out and make a statement, so I'm going to blindly lay the 30.5. St. Francis, UL Monroe. My total projection is 43 and 7/10. The line is 3.5 and 47.5. I'm going to take the under. Wyoming, Akron. I have Akron by 18, total 50 and 19/20, and it is Wyoming favored by 4.5. That's ridiculous. Wyoming, I don't think it's going to be any good this year. The Mountain West is loaded, and I don't think they're a part of the loaded, obviously. I think they're going to be at the bottom of that league. Akron, meanwhile, I think has some talent. I'm going to take Akron getting the 4.5 plus 160 outright. There must be an injury or something that I'm not aware of, but I don't freaking care. 7:30 Central Arkansas and Missouri. My total is 54.25. And my projection is, the line on FanDuel is 39.5 and 53.5. Missouri in the SEC this year. They have a good defense and have some talent. I just don't know if Missouri should be favored by that many points. I'm going to take Central Arkansas getting the points just because. Elon Duke, my total is 51 and 19/20, and my projection is 36.5 and 50.5. I'm going to lay the points with Duke. I don't think Elon's very good in their conference, and I think Duke's going to be a potential surprise in the ACC this year, so I'm going to lay the 36.5. Tennessee Martin, Oklahoma State. That game is also at 7:30. My total projected is 59 to 10th, and it is 25.5 and 56.5. I'm going to go with the over. All right. A real game, 8 o'clock, Fox Sports 1, Buffalo, Minnesota. I think this is going to be a good game. I think both these teams are going to be good in their leagues this year. I have Minnesota by 9, total 49 and 9/20, and it is 17.5 and 42.5. That's way too high. I'm taking Buffalo getting the points. I think Buffalo is right. I don't think they're going to win. I just think they're going to be competitive with Minnesota. Stephen F. Austin and Houston. I have a total of 44 and a 10th. Houston's giving 23.5, total is 54.5. Under. That's way too low, or way too high of a total. 8:30, Alabama State and UAB. I have a total of 51 and a 5th. And UAB's giving 21.5, total is 53.5. I'm going to go under. 9 o'clock, ESPN, Nebraska, Cincinnati. Really good game. I'm surprised that's on ESPN because I didn't think Big Ten was on ESPN anymore. But I guess they're back on ESPN. And maybe that's just for college basketball, but I thought that all Big Ten games were going to be on Fox and FS1 and the BTN. But ESPN has Nebraska, Cincinnati. Oh, wait. Duh, since he's Big 12. I don't know. I had Nebraska, Minnesota in my head, and I had Big Ten on my mind. So I guess Big Ten conference games won't be on ESPN anymore, but it's an outcome game since he's in the Big 12. I have Cincy by 3, total 46.25. And it's Nebraska giving 6.5, totals 51.5. I think that's too high. I think Nebraska gets unnecessary favoritism in the betting market to start the season every year because of who their head coach is and the narratives around that program. So I'm going to take Cincinnati getting the 6 in the hook and the plus 190 to win outright. And last but not least, in terms of a line and projection, Miami and Wisconsin, 9 o'clock Big Ten Network. I have Miami, Ohio by 12, total 44 and 11/20, and it's Wisconsin by 18.5, total 40.5. I think Miami, Ohio's beating them outright. That's way too high. Wisconsin's not that good. I'm taking Miami plus 18.5, and I'm going to take a stab at plus 920 for them to win outright. Love getting them out with the big dogs on the first night of the season. And then 10 o'clock, Stony Brook, San Diego State have a total of 54 and 7/20, and San Diego State is giving 19.5, totals 54.5. I'm going to go with the under in that game. So there you have it for college football. Looking forward to doing more college football on tomorrow's show. Now I'm going to do my linebacker rankings for the season. Every team's regular linebackers. Next year, as I said on a previous show, I'm going to combine outside linebacker and defensive end next year and do edge rushers and then linebackers because outside linebacker and defensive end are kind of the same position. So without further ado, here we go. 64, Carson Schweisinger, Browns. 63, Demetrius Wright Jr., Bengals. 62, Jahad Campbell, Eagles. 61, Savarchea Dennis, Buccaneers. 60 through 51, Christian Roseman, Panthers. Muhammad Diabaté, Browns. Trevin Wallace, Panthers. Kenneth Murray Jr., Cowboys. James Williams, Titans. Cameron McGrone, Colts. Diviner Davallo, Falcons. Henry Tueltuo, Texans. Akeem Davis Gauthier, Cardinals. Maris Lafalo, Cowboys. 50 through 41, Omar Spites, Rams. Alex Anzalone, Lions. TJ Edwards, Bears. Willie Gay, Dolphins. Zaire Franklin, Colts. Trenton Simpson, Ravens. Mac Wilson Sr., Cardinals. Terrell Bernard, Bills. Denzel Perryman, Chargers. Quay Walker, Packers. Nick Bolton, Chiefs. Is that 40? And then 39 through 31, Diane Henley, Chargers. D. Winters, 49ers. Nate Landman, Rams. Ernest Jones IV, Seahawks. Quincy Williams, Jets. Frankie Louvu, Commanders. Pete Werner, Saints. Termaine Edmonds, Bears. Matt Milano, Bills. 30 through 21, Roquan Smith, Ravens. Drew Tranquil, Chiefs. Logan Wilson, Bengals. Jermaine Pratt, Raiders. Alex Singleton, Broncos. Aziz Al-Shahir, Texans. Cody Barton, Titans. Christian Ellis, Patriots. Faisad Okun, Jaguars. Caden Ellis, Falcons. 20 through 11. Tyrese Knight, Seahawks. Levante David, Buccaneers. Jack Campbell, Lions. Peyton Wilson, Steelers. Robert Spillane, Patriots. Micah McFadden, Giants. Blake Cashman, Vikings. Ellendon Roberts, Raiders. Patrick Queen, Steelers. Jamian Sherwood, Jets. 10 through 1. Jordan Brooks, Dolphins, is 10. 9. Demario Davis, Saints. 8. Yvonne Pace Jr., Vikings. 7. Bobby Okerke, Giants. 6. Edgerrin Cooper, Packers. 5. Devin Lloyd, Jaguars. 4. Zach Baun, Eagles. 3. Dre Greenlaw, Broncos. 2. Fred Warner, 49ers. And number 1, Bobby Wagner, Commanders. Bobby Wagner, the dude never ages. And you could argue Fred Warner for 1, or even Dre Greenlaw. Their top 3 could go in any order. And Zach Baun's emerged, so is Devin Lloyd. And then a lot of veterans in there that you would not expect to be that high. Jordan Brooks broke out last year at the Dolphins. And then there's a lot of guys that are up and coming, and even some veterans still in there that you could argue could be higher. It's not a top-heavy position, but it's a deep position. And tomorrow's show, we will do cornerback rankings. Okay, now move on to the news and notes for today. We have a lot of stuff to get to. The NFL's most valuable teams came out again, and the Cowboys, of course, is at the top for the 19th year in a row. Malik Neighbors hypes the Russ connection, as the two of them have been on the same page a lot in practice. That's good. UNC is going with Gio Lopez for their season opener against TCU. Dion wants bonus for players as Sanders proposes NFL-style structure for those who teams make college football playoff. Najee may play week 1, as he's not ruling out the possibility of him being in the lineup. Travis Hunter's ready for week 1. So that's good because he had the injury. Marvin Mims injures groin in practice, and the Broncos are evaluating his, but aren't overly concerned. Tyreek on track to play week 1 against the Colts, so that's good. Jonathan Kuminga is holding up the Kings as they're resisting urge to pursue Russell Westbrook and other smaller deals amid rumors. Tyronn Lue said that the Kyrie trade back in 2017 crushed LeBron James. It made him really upset. The Mavs have the Luka Doncic billboard removed as Dallas is not happy with sign close to arena. So Travis Hunter announces the birth of him and his wife's first child. So that's exciting. Travis Kelce's jersey sales spikes up because of the engagement of Taylor Swift. Josh Allen in the throwing lab as he's working with Passing Guru on Hard Knocks. John Lynch dismisses the Jennings trade as he has no plans to move the wide receiver. Audric Esteem lands on Philly's practice squad. An NFL executive shades quarterback contracts. We're paying guys just to pay guys. So we had the Leagues Cup yesterday. Forgot to talk about it. Miami, Orlando, and the Galaxy and the Seattle Sounders played yesterday. Miami won, and I believe Seattle won as well. So the semifinals, that's the Open Cup. I'm trying to look up the scores from the Leagues Cup. So yeah, Miami beat Orlando 3-1 and Seattle beat the Galaxy 2-0. So there you have it. I forgot to talk about those earlier in soccer. So Trevor McGill on the injured list due to a right flexor strain. That's not good for Milwaukee. Dawn Staley talks about the Knicks' interest. She would have had to take the job if she was given a serious offer. Now she's making it seem like that they didn't give her a good offer. Cam Morton got named a captain as he earned a leadership role as a rookie. So that is a nice honor for Cam Ward. Okay, last but not least, my best bet of the day brought to you by FanDuel. I might do it on ESPN Bet again, actually. Yesterday's one with the under Padre runs. There are a couple that I like a lot for baseball. I mean, I could go college football too if I wanted to. But over 8.5 even in Pirates Cardinals is good. And so is over 8.5 in Rockies Astros. Astros can go over by themselves. So I'm going to go with the over in the Rockies Astros game, over 8.5 for my best bet of the day. All right, so there you have it for the show, and I'll be back tomorrow recapping everything, college football too, and look ahead to everything going on over the weekend. So I hope you guys have a great day, everyone.